rock and come in. Baby, oh, baby, me say rock and come in.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney and I'm here to provide you with natural hair content. So today I'm going to be doing a low puff, and normally I use the same products that I would as my high puff, except I do pick out my hair and use the edge brush to kind of get my edges the way that I want. So what I'll do usually is I'll start off by kind of picking out my hair, and I always start on a wash and go, an old wash and go, so a few days old. Usually if my wash and go doesn't come out good, or I have had my wash and go in for about 3+ days and it's starting to look a little dry, or it's just not looking good, I'll put my hair usually into a low puff or a high puff. So today I'm going to be doing my high puff, and even if you look crazy doing this while you're picking your hair out, it's all good because the end result is what we're looking for. So this is a wash and go, and I did my wash and go on Sunday, so we are Wednesday. And the reason why I pick out my hair is so that I kind of get a fuller puff when I pull it back into the ponytail. So what I'll do is take my water, and like I said, I just go around the perimeters. And I don't typically wet underneath like I would when I'm doing a high puff. So I will normally section my hair off into not really four, but multiple sections, so that I can get my hair laid as flat as possible. If you have really thick hair, this probably would be a good way to do your puffs, and that could be for high puffs or even low puffs, to section your hair off and work like that. So what I'll do is just wet around. I also wet the part that didn't get wet from on top here, over here in the back, and I will take my gel . So I just go around where all the hair is out that's not tied into the elastic, and gel it down. So I do this technique when I am doing low puffs because I find it is easier for me to get my hair into the puff, having it all completely flat, compared to if I were to just do it all one time, like how I do with my high puffs. I'd have bumps in my hair. So I'll section this off again to make another part. And since I do have a side part on this side, sort of, not so much this time, but normally my side parts are a bit more over here, so it does help with keeping your side part intact if you are doing it section by section, for me at least. So I'll do the same thing, just wet it up, go in with the gel. And you don't have to use the same products. If Eco Styler doesn't work for you, you do what works for you. If you rather use a pomade, if you rather use an edge control to slick back your hair, do what works for you. Although if you do have thick hair or coarse hair, I would suggest using a hard bristle brush to comb or brush it back into your puffs. So as I go section by section, I just continue adding it into the puff, and I am using satin scrunchies to do this, to get my look. And if you have thick hair, you want to do this in smaller sections compared to how I may be doing it. If you have thinner hair, then you can probably get away with maybe sectioning it all off or doing it all at once. It really depends on the density of your hair and the texture. And then for each section, as I said, I just continue to add the gel, and then I slick it down with the brush. And once I get to my final piece, which is hair, I do the same thing. And I usually do this at the end of my wash and go because of the amount of gel that I'm slicking onto my hair, or actually putting into my hair, and how I'm slicking my hair back. Once I put my hair up in a tight ponytail where I am using gel, it's a wrap. I won't be able to take it back down and put it back into a wash and go, or really do any other hairstyles, because the gel basically makes my hair molded to my head in a sense. So normally when I do this type of hairstyle, it's towards the end of the week because I know my wash day is coming up. So that's pretty much it for my puff, and then I'll like kind of pull the hair to get it a little more bigger, and so that you can see it on like both sides. And then what I'll do is, because right here my edges, or this part of my head, is not to how I like it, I will take my edge brush, put it into the gel, and I will just kind of slick my edges like that. I'm not the type of person that does my edges very often, and even if I do my edges, I keep it very simple. I'm not somebody who's that talented when doing my edges, but if you can do your edges good, well, do it how you like. So I basically do this, nothing fancy, like I said, it's just to get my edges really slicked down. And that's pretty much it. Then what I'll do is tie my hair up with a scarf, a satin scarf, and I will let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until I'm ready to leave the house. Alright, so I got my scarf here. Like I said, it is a satin scarf, and what I'll do is just put it on like this. Alright, so this is basically how I tie it up, and I just leave it like this for the time being, and once I am done, I'll be back. So it's not gonna look any different from what you guys just seen. It's just that I do this so that it kind of molds the hair into place and it doesn't move, as well as I won't have flyaways. So that's pretty much it. It's really quick. Doesn't take me too long to do this if my hair acts right. And yeah, So I'll be back once I am ready to take the scarf off, and I'll see you then. Alright y'all, so I'm back and I am going to take off my scarf. Alright, so this is what it looks like, and like I said, it's nothing special. It doesn't look any different from when before I put on the scarf, but it's pretty molded in place, so if I don't touch it or anything like that, it should stay like this for like the whole day. And because I actually didn't put the Got2b gel on top of my hair. Sometimes I don't always put it on, but for the most part I do. So today I didn't put it on, which means that this probably won't last as long as if I were to put the Got2b, because the Got2b is gonna like really make it hard and stiff. So this is what it's looking like. Let me know down below what you think. Also, do you use the same methods? Do you use different products, different tools? Let me know down in the comments, and also like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Later.